And boom, you back in PE with Dave and Jay. Guess who I am? Guess who he is? That's my guy.
All
Great
right.
conversation on friendships, man. If you missed the conversation, you joined us at the end of the set. Do better.
Dude, yeah, man. Stop playing.
Work harder. Nah.
Stop playing. Yeah.
But if you did miss it, man, go back and catch that workout. It was a great arm day. We finishing up with triceps, right, Dave?
Triceps and a little bit of biceps, right? So
What we got?
for the first set, we're gonna hit the tricep, because we're on these benches and this is what afforded to us right now. I'm on this same setup that you saw last week with the rails. I'm doing a chest press, but I got the guard set up so that I don't extend all the way down and I'm utilizing more of my chest,
Okay.
my
That's what
triceps,
that
right?
is. Okay.
And I'm also utilizing somewhat of a close grip, closer than you would normal chest press to isolate the triceps. Man, the exercise goes as this.
All right.
All right. So I'm here. I'm gonna bring her out and I'm gonna bring it down to the bars, right? I don't want it to totally rest on the bars, but I'm just gonna bring it down to show you guys, and I'm bringing it up, and I'm using my triceps, man.
And
Little
I'm using
chest,
them triceps, little chest, yeah. But that's
and
mostly
that's
triceps.
and that's pretty much that. Okay, and then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move on to these dumbbell full supination curls. All right, so the exercise sits is this. I'm gonna curl it up, and I'm gonna twist to the
Boom.
outside. So
Love
look,
that
man,
exercise.
as far as your muscle, you notice that there's a difference, right? When you turn your fist in certain directions. That's why, man, variations
Mm-hmm.
of hammer curls and different variations of curls are important for your muscle development, for bicep development, man.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
different chords here, man. You know what I mean? It's not just the straight up, straight arm curl. So that helps that little movement there.
All right, you're set, Dave.
Yeah.
All right, so someone brought up a conversation, it's always a conversation, but they brought it up to me just yesterday, man, asking me, when I told them I was from Brooklyn, they were like, oh, so who would you say the top five rappers, top five MCs of all time is, right? I'll be honest, man, I don't really like that question because I like a lot of different I like a lot of different stuff, man, a lot of different
Yep.
styles, right?
It all depends on your mood, right?
Yeah, your mood, right? So,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna pose that question because I know a lot of people like to chime in on that, and I know you love this. You love this topic. So,
Woo!
who
Yes,
would you
sir.
say? Who would you say are your give me your first one. We're gonna talk top five. Tell me why.
All right,
And
because this is real.
while
Because
you
this is
finish up
real.
your set, I'm gonna get started.
Yeah, because this is real, and we ain't in here bullshitting. I'm gonna get to you right after this set. Okay, so top five, man. So what you want to do this? You want to do this blow for blow, or you want me to just give you my five and then what I'm saying?
Give me your blow for blow. We'll do blow for blow.
All right, blow for blow. Number one all time for me is common sense. All right,
Okay.
common
All right.
sense. All right. So body of work, first and foremost, is incredible. I get in the beginning when he was called common sense, he was a little off, but he was right for the times. You understand what I'm saying? Um, he went a little left with the Electric Circus, but came right back with like Water for Chocolate. Well, actually, like Water for Chocolate was before that, but still, B has to be one of my my favorite album of all times. Just a classic Kanye produced, just amazing body of work. And then the thing is, man, the dude just puts out content, man. Like each lyric has meaning. You know what I'm saying? Each bar has meaning. So he's undeniable. Common is just one of those dudes, man. Like, and you know what? Quiet as kept. I always used to tell you, he reminds me of you. You know what I'm saying? Just the vibe, the positivity, man. Just a down to earth individual, man. And Common just loves. He loves the art, man. He loves the art form, and it's undeniable. Just shows in his body of work, man. That's my number one of all time, man.
I said
Seriously.
number one. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing these right.
Let me see. Yeah, you got it. I saw that.
I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
All
would
right.
move
This
back a
one.
little. Yeah, we
Go
go.
ahead and
There you
go
go.
ahead and specify for our workout buddies at home, man. What this is because it's not. It's a little more than how you described it. So as I do the motion, I want you to describe what I'm doing here.
All right, guys. So this is a supination curl, right? So as I described, man, like I said, when when your fists are in different positions, man, your muscle kind of contracts in a different manner. So supination kind of helps you get that bubble. You know what I mean? That get that rock appearance in your bicep. And so basically, you're coming across the body, right? And at the very end of the curl, instead of just kind of coming up, you're giving it a twist, and that's what gives you that rock appearance. That's what tightens up that contraction in your bicep. It's very important. It's another thing that people lack. I mean, that people miss, and they don't. You know, you see like folks they look strong, but they don't have like a real defined appearance with their bicep. You know, most of the time, man. You know, like when you want to look for that separation between your bicep and your elbow or your forearm, that's the workout you want.
That nice little, that my wife likes that. It's like it looks like boom, boom, boom. That's what she always says.
Yeah,
your arm looks like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yeah, baby.
There you go.
You like that?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
all right,
that's pretty much it.
You're set. I like Common. Okay. I love Common. Common changed hip hop for me. You know, my Common story is, of course, Like Water for Chocolate. One of my all-time favorite hip hop albums. I'm not sure if you ever eat chocolate, but whenever I eat chocolate, I always want water. The title just makes sense to me. But the way that the album starts, man, it starts with something called Time Traveling. He got a song called Time Traveling. That's how that album starts. I'll never forget the first time I heard it. And matter of fact, I'm gonna listen to it when we get out of here. Trumpets. I love trumpets in hip hop, bro. Like, so if you're an artist that is using a real trumpet, you know, man, I love
Swiss
that.
beats,
I love that. Yeah. I love the real. I've always been a guy who loves a natural sound in hip hop. So Common's one of my all-time favorites. Of course, dope ass lyricist, always has a positive message. You know, a good brother, man. He just seems to be a good dude. You know, and shout out to Common because it's a video that I saw on social media where it's just some little local rapper who was out on the streets. I don't know where he was. Maybe Vegas or California, something like that, just out there, just spitting. Dude was just out there like a little street artist, spitting. Common passes by him. Common starts freestyling with the kid, you know, and it was just all love, man. That's ill, man. That's ill. Common has never gotten too big for hip hop, man.
I like that.
I'm with you on that. All right. So my set, what's your number two?
Wait a minute. So you telling me, I don't want to be off camera here, but you're telling me Common's your number one?
No, okay. He's not my number one. He's not my number one, but he is definitely on my list.
Okay, so you're kind of just commenting on my list.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I got you.
Common is your number one, like number one artist.
Common is my number one, bro. Like,
okay,
maybe we should have went backwards. Maybe we should have went backwards on this.
It's good.
But,
it's good. No.
You kind of have that climactical feel, right? You know what I mean? But yeah. So number one. So my number two is Black Thought. Okay.
Wait. Matter of fact. Okay, go ahead. Give me Black Thought. I was gonna give you my number one, but it's cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, do that. Okay. Do that. But I mean, like I said, there's always room.
Tell me about Black Thought. Why Black Thought?
Black Thought. Come on, man. Why Black Thought? Black Thought is diabolical, bro. Like that. I don't even know. I can't even. I don't know, man. I guess I think. So I didn't really get to really witness the Roots' first project in person. To for lack of better terms, right? Like I didn't really catch it when it first came out. I listened to Illadelph Halftime, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Illadelph Halftime was like my first introduction to the Roots, and that song, Things That They Do. You know what I'm saying? Never do the things that they do. You remember that video? You remember that video, right? But they were making fun of like mainstream hip hop and how they be fronting and they have like the cars and champagne, the girls, and it's like, yo, I like this. Like, who are these dudes? Yo, I like this. And it was just like, and it was a jazzy sound, and Black Thought was just killing it with the lyrics, right? I'm like, yo, these dudes are fantastic. And I love that live band sound, and I love the fact that they utilize real instruments. That's real music to me. But the thing is, man, when you look at Black Thought's body of work and you start listening to him, yo, he never comes whack. Never comes whack, man. And the thing is, it's effortless, man. It's effortless. The alliteration, just the what's it called, the multi-syllabic, dude, he's just amazing. I can't even break that down. You know what I'm saying? It would take me forever to really convey that, how much I love his, his art form. But Black Thought is absolutely amazing. And there's nobody, like lyrically, like there's nobody can verse him. And he even said that. Nobody can touch him. And then when he dropped that freestyle, I like that 10-minute freestyle on Funk Flex. He really showed the world that he's the best. Like he's a monster. Like you don't want to go against him. Again, like we talked a little bit about freestyle not necessarily being freestyle.
Yeah, definitely.
But again, it was still a great contribution to the art form, and just let these young cats know what true skills are. What true skills are, man.
Shout out to Black Thought. Shout out to the Roots, man. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Black Thought
amazing
is dope.
Amazing talent.
Actually, I was telling you one of my favorite verses is on that joint he got with
Is it
Erykah Badu.
things fall apart?
Things Fall Apart is my favorite album. Yeah, I like Phrenology too, but Things Fall Apart was my favorite album. But we were living in the same building on the same floor and never met before until I'm overseas or on tour. What?
Yeah.
He said she caught my show at Paris at Elysee Montmartre and said I stepped off the stage and took a piece of her heart.
A piece of her heart,
He said
yeah.
we knew from the start that things fall apart. But we like, that shit don't matter. When I get home, get at it through letter, phone, whatever. Let's link, let's get together. This is my part. Shit, you think not? You think the thought got home and forgot?
God, I forgot. What? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, so look, this is my number. So Common is probably my number 3.
All right.
Common's number 3. My number 1, come on, man. It's Dre 3000, bro. It's not my number 1.
Oh,
no, that's not my number 1. Represent the A.
Oh,
that's my number 1, bro. Dre 3000 and Dre 3000, and he came to me in adulthood, right? Well, he came to me around the same time that Common and my number 2 came around, right? But I really started to emulate him in the music that I would make when I used to make music, and people would hear it. People would say, "Yo, you sound," and I wasn't really trying to sound like Dre 2000. It's just I listened to so much of his music, and I really just like his incorporation of so many different forms of expression. You know, so yeah, Dre 3000 is definitely my number 1. And he has a way of making positive music, but also, you know, he could still be ratchet, or, you know, he can have a conscious message, but still like have fun. You know, and I really like that. I really like that about Dre 3000. Also, there's this whole movement now down here. I'm not sure if you heard of it, or there's a hashtag. Can't remember. I'll drop the link. But basically, people get a kick out of seeing Dre 3000 in public, right? Because he's just such a regular guy. You know, I think he struggles with social anxiety and things like that. But Common is more out there.
Oh, okay, he's more of an extrovert.
Yeah, he's an introvert. Yeah, Dre 2000 is an introvert. So like when people see him, like he'll just be like at a park checking out a local venue, you know, and he's always got this big wooden flute that he be playing. So people like he'll be sitting behind them and they'll like take a video or take a picture real quick. You know, like it's a Dre spotting, it's a Dre 3000 spotting. It's a whole like movement now where people spot Dre playing his flute. Shout out to Dre 3000. I would say if anybody asked me of one person now I would love to meet, love to have lunch with, and get a chance to just like kick it with and pick his brain, or just like whatever, take some advice from, my number 1 person would be Dre 3000. All right,
amazing.
So yeah, that's my number 1. That's my number 1.
Number 1. You know what?
Right,
so what I'm gonna do is. So I gave you my 1. I gave you my 2.
Yeah.
Number 3. All right. So this was a tough one, right? All right. When you hear the rest, you're gonna understand why. But my number 3 has got to be Nas. Okay. So like Nas to me, I feel like you know, the reason why I deal with Nas is because I think we have, you know, I can relate to his flow, right? Nas is a cool, mellow fellow. You know what I'm saying? he's a. I'm almost started, you know, about to kick one of his rhymes, but like, yeah, he's a chill, laid back individual. Okay, and the way I see it is, you know, he gets slack because they were like, well, Nas wasn't a thug. It's like, well, he didn't have to be a thug to be, you know, to be as ill as he is. You know what I'm saying? Like they say he's the type of guy that looked out his window and basically, you know, wrote stories based on what he, you know, and I kind of feel the same way. Like, I'm not a thug. Right. I was never a thug. I never portrayed to be a thug.
They used to call you, didn't they call you Terrorist Boy? Didn't they call you Terrorist Boy?
You know what I mean? Like that? You know, they called me Terrorist Boy because I was on punishment a lot and I couldn't come outside and hoop. But I'm gonna tell you what, when I got my handles right on that terrace, and when I came outside, I was breaking cats' ankles, right?
Yeah, but anyway, I was just telling my daughter about that yesterday. Anyway,
one
go
of the illest handles in Plaza, right? Yeah, self-proclaimed, right? Anyway, so Nas was that type of individual that was very observant, very intelligent individual, man. And I like I said, I see some similarities in myself as far as that. Don't necessarily need to be in the mix to understand the mix, right? And like I said, he's an awesome lyricist, and he's the greatest storyteller aside from Slick Rick that ever done it in hip hop. Like greatest storyteller, man. Every time, if you look up like online, just like the greatest stories in hip hop, man. Blazing 50 and the one I used to love her. What? No, not I used to love her. Oh man, what was the song when he talked about like how he came home from vacation and his wife was fucking another dude. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know the name of that song right now, man. But I'm just saying, pretty much you get it. Nas top 3. Like I said, one of the best storytellers to ever do it.
I like the story.
Amazing.
I like the story. I like the story he tells about when he was a gun. It's like I'm a gun.
Yes.
It's like I'm a fucking gun.
Or rewind, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like yo,
that's what changed my perspective.
The man is amazing. Like straight up, like again, Nas top 3. And the thing is, he's still doing it. King's Disease 1 and 2, epic.
Those are dope albums.
Epic.
Especially
epic.
King's Disease
So,
2. Like I like King's Disease 2 better than even the first one. Yo, dope album. Dope album.
Okay.
All right. You said my number 3. No. My number 3 is Common. I already said that. My number 2. So my number 3 is Common. My number 1 is Dre 3000. My number 2 shouldn't even be a surprise. Most Def.
I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing that's under.